On this day, I see clearly everything has come to life. A better place and a broken dream. Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a VeVe, OMI, DEFFINITY, DEVVE, daCat, DMC, SHIRO video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon, smashing that super thanks button down below. Super chats as well. We got a couple good things going over here. Happy Uptober. I got a message earlier today at 5:08 a.m. Buddy of mine says, I read last night that if Bitcoin closed above 115.5, it should quickly reach 123. That would be a nice uptick. And I said, welcome to Uptober. And let's take a look at how everything's doing right now. Let's go over on the CoinGecko. Oh, God, excuse me. We're at 118.6. Hot damn. So we went, let's go into Bitcoin. We were at 113.9 24 hours ago. I repeat, we were at 113.9 24 hours ago. We're up almost we're up $4,800 in the last 24 hours. Up 4%, which for Bitcoin is a massive amount. 70 billion in trading volume, heckin' nuts. And that's not the only thing that's up. Ethereum up actually 5% on the day to 43.49. It had just that wicked uptick over there, and it has reached higher lows and higher highs ever since. Can it break that 43.50? It looks like it's about to. It looks like it's about to, and then we'll see where we go after that. I don't know if I can talk about this. Shoot. I was talking to a buddy of mine before, and not that I just have all this time talking. It was technically a meeting, but you know, this much about business, this much about other stuff. And I guess this is a little bit of both. He's in banking. I guess it doesn't matter, right? No, like protect the sources. Banks are still buying Bitcoin. Obviously, institutions, ETFs, politicians, and they've been trading it. You know, you buy down here, sell up there, buy down here, and they'll do that trading all the live long day. And most of their bread and butter, most of the stuff has been Bitcoin for the past year, but now it's going to a place where they're still buying it, but they're also buying ETH, like in significant amounts. And I don't know if Tom Lee kind of got wind of this and he found out it was doing it quicker. And that's why he became the Michael Saylor of Ethereum. Again, I'm not 100. Hold on. Did we just go up to 119? We did. We did go up to 119. Heckin' wild. So again, 113.9 literally 24 hours ago, and now at 119. That's a nice 5K increase, 4.25% in 24 hours, which is heckin' bananas. Bitcoin by itself has a $2.37 trillion market cap, which is heckin' insane. But yeah, and ETH is at now 43.64, so we are getting that little uptick there. Up 5% on the day. Gotta love every. Yeah, 119s from everyone. F that. Okay, very good. Sorry, I have a lot of text. And I want to do something here real quick. Oh, I have like no money. Oh, wow. Wow. Let me just move on to, and I'll get up to everything here in just a second. Do something real quick. Meow, meow, meow. I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling all right, baby. I'ma have the best heckin' night of my life. Okay, sorry about that. Just want to do something, and then I'll get to. I don't know why that's a very strange number, but it's fine. I'll take that. Swapping. Okay. Ethereum. When I talked to my buddy about this, like, what do you think this does for the price? I always thought, you know, you'd get to, you know, 7 to 9K, and then, you know, this bull market has been really delayed, and now that I see, you know, ETH had reached 5K, and now that if Bitcoin goes to like 150, 180, you know, I think you could see ETH at like 10 to 12. And he's like, bro, if these big institutions and banks are going to be rebalancing mostly into ETH, I mean, he said like 18 to 20K. I was like, bro, that's insane. And he's just like, it is insane, but that's just, the momentum of that can just go bananas and go crazy. Like, okay, you're right. Okay, let me just see something here real quick. Hey, daCat's up a nice 3.5% on the day. Gotta love that. Less than $1,000 in volume, but it's nice to know that you have a little bit of nice to know that they're at a $2.4 million market cap. And I've been telling everyone to go check out the, I'm sorry, 5% up on the day. Took a little second to refresh. I was telling people, and this is a strange one. Netflix is one of the, a lot of people are upset with Disney and Marvel because, go woke, go broke. They're a little woke. Fine, understand that. I still support Disney and Marvel and a lot of things that they do, but anything that's too, like the Ironheart series, literally in the first couple of minutes, shitting on Tony Stark just because he's white. I like get the fight, like just because he's rich, like, bro. Anyway, again, I still support most of what they do. I still watch most of what they put out. But Netflix has been the recent victim because I don't want to even say victim. They kind of did this to themselves. They did some things that supposedly geared towards kids, which maybe they shouldn't have. They probably shouldn't have. Long story short, the stock kind of went down and everyone's like, cancel your Netflix subscriptions. And it's just been kind of messy. Anyway, the reason why I bring it up is because they put out a table of contents saying like the percentage of underrepresented personnel above the line in series by year. So in 2023, 63 creators of Netflix series programs, 73% were white, 27% were from an underrepresented racial or ethnic group. Of all creators, 9.5% were Black/African American, 4.8% were Hispanic and Latino. And that's all I needed to see for me to go in and say, hey, Netflix, I hear you want to give minority creators a shot. My name is Randy Chavez. I'm a first-generation immigrant from Peru. Here's what me and my friends have created. Want to give us a shot? And it was just it was the 2-minute clip of the daCat series. Look at this. Look at how epic that looks. Oh, the face. Anyway, I'm not going to go in and show the whole 2 minutes. Oh God, sorry. I'm not going to go in and show the whole 2 minutes. But go there and watch it. It's pretty heckin' awesome. If that does happen, and again, I don't have any official things with Rashid Al Farouk, just verbal confirmations. If I get picked up by Netflix, I mean, we have the scripts, we have the art, we have the talent. We just need an outlet. That would be incredible. Like a lot of stuff is written, and I would bring a bunch of everyone with me. Ladies on Solana, Crappy Bird, Chaos on the Chains, Sharby, Nike the Pig. All of the ones that I've gotten with me on this journey, I would bring them. I'd be like, okay, let's go. Anyway, had a couple comments here. Roger Sarwan saying, hi, Randy, your contribution to the NFT space is amazing and appreciated. London gives a lot of love to you. So much good content of information on VeVe. Carry on with the great work and journey. Thank you. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Now, what I want to ask someone to do over here, oh, shoot, is I'm going to ask them, y'all can go smash that like button. That is a free way. There you go. Free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon. Super thanks button down below. Super chats as well. Oh my God, why are so many text messages? I don't need to do that. Anyway, we have a bunch of news today. One of which, can I do that here? Are you going to see me? Okay, there we go. One of which is going to be about DEVVE, because they relaunched a white paper, and the DEVVE digital white paper. Everyone's got to see it. It's amazing. Carry on my wayward son. Thank you, appreciate it. Mike Jones says, I don't think we'll get an alt season, only a blue chip season. You could be right. I don't think you are. People a lot smarter than me, Raul Powell, Crypto Rain, Paul from Infinity, Man from a lot of people just in the space are and then nothing's guaranteed. You could have a black swan event that takes everything out, for a long time. But odds are, in my opinion, we not only get an alt season. I mean, obviously we'll get a blue chip season as well, and that's you've seen that when BNB is over 1,000, and it's so strange. Like the fact that Bitcoin is at now 118, but it was 113 yesterday, and it was like moderate. Like there was no greed there. It's all people are more fearful than I would expect them to be at this point. Is that I don't think we get an alt season, only blue chip season. We've kind of had that blue chip season. Alt season is on its way. I don't think we get that. Most of alt season, I think, will be in 2026, but it should start in 2025. Me and Crypto Rain were talking about that last night a little bit. Should start, like I said, in 2025. And man, stuff keeps going up, and I don't have as much stuff as I would like. Definity's up 2.5% on the day to 2.18 cents, and DEVVE, I was supposed to have something. It's up 8% on the day. I was supposed to try to get more at 42 cents, and now it's 45 cents, which is still a bargain, but it's not my. I guarantee you, I'm going to spend a bunch of money to get it down here, and it's just, or get it up here. It's going to go back to like 39 cents. I'll be like, fudge. Them's the breaks. That's what it is. Kuma says, what up, fam? What's up, Kuma? Zombie saying, yo, what up, Zombie? How you doing? Almost a good evening. All right, so speaking of DEVVE, all right, let's see what we have as far as volume here. Dude, everything's ripping right now. 45 cents, but what do we have? And it's 264,000 in volume on the day. That's very, very low. That's not so, like, to go up 7%, obviously you have people that are just not selling, and you have some of the same buyers. It's fine, but we're still at under a $40 million. It's like 39.5, but let's just say $40 million market cap. 100x from here is only 4 billion, and for what they're doing, again, I'm going to read it right now. Can we? Okay, there we go. Introduction and problem statement. Today's financial system is grappling with challenges where traditional settlement methods are slow and burdened by legacy issues, while decentralized finance offers speed and financial innovation. It lacks safety, predictability, and compliance. Neither system offers a perfect settlement infrastructure that is instant, auditable, interoperable, and accessible to institutions and consumers while addressing traditional finance risks. This results in a fragmented, inefficient global ecosystem unable to support future value transfer. Traditional financial settlement is characterized by multi-day transaction cycles, credit and counterparty risks, tied-up liquidity, frequent failures, and reliance on manual, error-prone processes. Cross-border activities further exacerbate these issues with delays and increased costs. DeFi, on the other hand, faces its own set of structural flaws, including probabilistic settlement, execution quality degradation due to minor extraction value, or MEV, smart contract risks, and fragmented liquidity. Both traditional finance and DeFi share more common shortcomings, such as fragmented settlement, latency, lack of legal finality, and inefficient compliance. Dev Digital aims to redefine settlement for modern finance by offering an entirely new foundation built on the DevX blockchain. This architecture eliminates counterparty risk and provides instant deterministic finality, ensuring transactions either get completed fully or not at all with no use of middlemen. Exchange transactions are completed through use of a proprietary mechanism called contingent transaction sets, in which transactions are cryptographically signed, including contingencies. Now, these CTS results in mathematically instantaneous settlements, or MIS, and guarantees exchange settlement while fully eliminating all counterparty risk. Dev Digital also embeds compliance into its core technology, offering a unified, auditable, and tamper-proof record of transactions, making it suitable for retail customers, regulated institutions, and sovereign regulators. Guys, when they're talking about instant deterministic finality ensuring transactions are fully complete or not. That is T+0 settlement time is what they're talking about. And everyone and their sister in the banking world is going to want to use them. I don't, what does Dr. Strange say to Tony Stark? Like, I don't think it would be, he says a lot of things in that freaking movie. Dr. Strange to Tony Stark, the fate of the world. Gonna be the fate of the world quote. I think he said something along the lines that it's not overselling it to say that the state of the world and possibly the universe is at stake here. I don't think it's an oversell to say that Tom Anderson from DEVVE could win a Nobel for this, because this is going to change how banking is done. It's going to change everything from E-Trade to cross-border payments, wires, stocks, everything. That T+0 settlement time, I think, is $1 trillion idea. We could settle for a multi-billion dollar idea, even if it's just a multi-billion dollar idea. Again, $4 billion market cap is 100x from here. 40 billion right now seems insane because, well, you know, that's bigger than most other tokens. But again, it's a layer 1 blockchain that outperforms any other blockchain out there as far as speed, consistency, transactions per second. Damn, we're really at 119.2 for Bitcoin. Damn. So again, 40 billion, it's like, okay, you're in the top 10 at that point. You're not as big as Solana or BNB. What's BNB at? BNB is 1031. Damn. Solana's 222. But I'm going to go in and say that, again, Solana's 120 billion right now. And that's right now. That's before any of this crazy alt season happens. It would be higher than Cardano. Cardano's only 31 billion right now. I do think that Cardano goes quite a bit higher, 100 billion plus. That would make it, yeah, it's 85 cents now. Even at $3, I think it could do that and more. But Chainlink, like it could do a 300x from here and still be below where Chainlink is right now. Do a 300x from here and be where Hyperliquid is on Hype. There's no contest between what DEVVE can do and everything else. Sui, Avalanche, Chainlink, heck, Solana. It doesn't matter. Anyway, moving on. There's immense value in tokenization, which involves representing financial and real-world assets as programmable tokens on shared, verifiable ledgers. Tokenization addresses the inefficiencies of current settlement systems by transforming liquidity, enhancing access and inclusion, improving operational efficiency, and reducing costs. It also fuels new product innovation through programmability, strengthens risk management by reducing settlement cycles, and ensures data integrity with tamper-evident records. Furthermore, tokenization creates regulatory and compliance value by embedding rules directly into the token transactions and democratizing capital formation by lowering issuance costs and simplifying distribution. DEVVE Digital is building market infrastructure for these assets, a non-custodial T+0, like I mentioned before, which is instantaneous settlement exchange called DEVVE Exchange, and supporting high-performance builder network called the DEVVE Network. DEVVE Digital's aim is to set a new standard where self-custody, true on-chain settlement, and compliance by design are defaults, not trade-offs. We're building on DevX using shard architecture to isolate workloads and unlock output, ultimately measured in millions of transactions per second. This capacity is engineered for live markets, not just demos. DEVVE Digital's role is to productize the capacity responsibly, aligning market operations, compliance, and risk controls with performance the base layer enables. I have products. On the DEVVE exchange, today's crypto exchanges often operate like brokerages in that they pool customer assets in omnibus wallets and introduce counterparty risk and operational opacity. DEVVE Exchange, which is the exchange, our non-custodial instant settlement digital asset venue, takes a different path as trades execute and settle instantly on-chain directly through the chain's validators, eliminating commingled funds and third-party dependency. This is enabled by the platform's CTS innovation, which removes the delay window that traditionally creates counterparty and back office risk. I don't care who their first partner is. It could be London, it could be Beijing, could be New York Stock Exchange. Doesn't matter. Once one of them is using it, they're all going to want to use it. And I predict that after whoever their partner is, I think people are vying for New York, NASDAQ, I think people are trying to vie for. I don't think it matters. I think that whatever exchange that they come out with, that they have the partnership with, once they're using that, everyone's like, what the heck is this? And then they have the power. They have they have the FU money. We got Planet Vampire saying, what's good? What's going on? So I rushed my Coinbase order and used my bank account instead of my debit card. So now I have to wait several days until funds clear to buy. That's what happens. That is what happens. Milgar says, what up? Zombie. O'Millia says, sup, everyone. Much love. Much love. Much love. I still think you have, I mean, yep, October, very good. Interesting dynamic. Good thing. Yep, daCat is everywhere. Again, you have a really good day for DEVVE, up 8%, but again, it's still 45 cents, still under a $40 million market cap. Yeah, Paul from Definity, that was on Crypto Rain's channel before, talking about, I think DEVVE's a few dollars by the end of the year. So I know we couldn't get it at 42 cents, and we're gonna have to buy more DEVVE at. I'm really hoping. I had a buddy of mine where I was supposed to go in and get something settled today, actually a couple days ago. What the heck is he? I had a snag, need more. So yesterday, need more paperwork, should have completed by today or tomorrow. I really hope I don't have to wait till next week to get it. If I do, I do. But before New York Comic Con, I should have a little bit of money. Sebagaza say, did they already send confirmations if you made it to level 100 into the level? They sent emails, yeah. If you're level 100, you should be able to get in there, no problem. If you have a gold logo, you should be able to get in there. Check your email. And they should have sent it to you. Ugh. Appreciate you, Roger. Appreciate you. Okay, let me continue on here. For the DEVVE news. The exchange is designed so that users maintain custody from order to finality while trades settle. In other words, the exchange architecture removes the operational and counterparty risk created by omnibus custody and delayed clearing, while preserving the convenience and performance expected of a modern-day platform. At the core, DEVVE Exchange is DEVX's patented CTS invention. As contingent transaction sets, the packages all legs and conditions of a trade into a single automatic unit and ensures that the entire package or set either commits at the same mathematical instant or not at all. This approach eliminates settlement. All right, hang on one second. Got a message here and it looks pretty. Voice actress, Kid Goku, watching electronic. Who the heck is this guy? He's got a small amount of followers. Ignore him. Probably best to ignore. Okay, good advertising. Okay, very good, very good. And we are, okay, where was I? Contingent transaction set packages all legs and conditions of a trade into a single atomic unit and ensures the entire package or set either commits the same mathematical instant or not at all. This approach eliminates settlement windows and the reconciliation surface area that typically cause failures, chargebacks, or default risk. DEVVE Digital operates DEVVE Exchange under DEVVE's exclusive global technology license. Validation of exchange transactions handled directly by network validators rather than fragile, ad hoc smart contract patterns. Long story short, pretty sure DEVVE's going to the moon. It's going to take a couple of months. Again, all of this, I could read something else. With global financial assets projected to reach 145 trillion in 2025, there's critical need for a modernized infrastructure that seamlessly connects and supports value exchange across all asset classes, both traditional and digital. Infrastructure accommodates not only established financial systems, but also new frontiers on digital native assets, such as cryptocurrencies and tokenized real-world assets. Tokenization of RWAs backed by leading institutions and governments signals the dawn of a new era where unprecedented transparency, liquidity, and security redefine the landscape of real-time value exchanges. The market alone is expected to exceed 1 trillion by 2030. I think by the end of the year, DEVVE is a couple dollars, and then a blow off top whenever the marketing happens. I don't know what they have for marketing, but if it's going to be a joint marketing campaign with whatever exchange, again, even if it's London, which would be like the worst out of them all, even if it is that, there's going to have a bunch of eyes on them. And then with the exchange next year, again, it's not just I feel like ChatGPT, it's not just a blah, it's a blah. It's not like this is just a blockchain or an offshoot of another. It's their own blockchain. It's layer one, and it's an exchange. They have a whole ass exchange, and everything's going to go in and be settled with DEVVE. I have never been more confident. Oh gosh. Excuse me. All right. Anyway, enough about that. More later if y'all are interested. 100% reacted with. Hope stuff does. Very good. Oh gosh. I don't need to go over that. Okay, we did DEVVE. We didn't really go over DEFINITY. I want to just take a look at this real quick. $700 in volume. It's wild that daCat has more volume than it. 2.1 cents, $3.3 million market cap is super, super low. daCat was actually above it twice. I don't think it'll do that again. Well, maybe it will. 2.4, close to 2.5 million in volumes, 2.46. $577,000 in liquidity, which is great. Split evenly down the middle between ETH and daCat. But DEFINITY, I'm very confident on. I had a meeting with Manu today, just talking about the ongoings of the business, ongoings of everything. Very confident. Would love to get more soon. Let's take a look at Essence real quick. Essence is finally back at 3 cents. It was in the 2s for a while, but it's back at 3. Fias, which we haven't seen much of this in a while, down 5.5% today. Doesn't make much sense. $2.4 million market cap, 15K in volume. I would like to see a little bit more on that in the future. And let's do all right. Let's do DeLorean. See what they're up to. They did pay me the other day. The combined amount of what I have is pretty much nothing because it went way down. So no need to sell here. I'm gonna be in it for the long haul, unfortunately. SHIRO Nico's up 15% on the day. They're up to 2.87 million. They're going pretty hard. Good for them. 15%, not bad. Let's see if DeLorean and SHIRO have anything on their X account that we could take a look at. 155,000 followers for DeLorean, not bad. 5 days ago, I don't care about that. If someone named IKA.XYZ, there are 200,000 followers over on X saying roads, where we're going, we don't need roads. They copy SUI network. DeLorean on us, thought that was really cool. DeLorean says with Layer 0 Core, Layer 0 Core has over 700,000 followers on X. Core integration underway. The space-time continuum is about to reshape the SUI network multi-chain economy. We're excited for the future. All right, they're doing stuff. And then we have SHIRO, 56,000 followers over on X. Let's see what we have over the last couple of days. What is SHIRO designing? I don't know. Superhero outfit. We'll see. SHIRO Nico says, excuse me, how did I even get here talking to an alien? I would love to write one of their comics. I think it would be great. Maybe one day. They do have a comic coming out, but I just have nothing to do with it. O'Milly yesterday did his first VeVe official giveaway on Stacker World using his favorite bot, BankerBot. Omar walked away with an absolute banger. It was Marvel Comics #1. Let's go. That's amazing. Was able to burn a bit of OMI and get a wonderful grail to his collection. Good for him. Heck yeah, brother. Get that bread. Okay, that's SHIRO. We did daCat. daCat has a new website, daCat.fun. And we'll have another announcement before Comic-Con. It'll be great. Or maybe during Comic-Con, we'll have an announcement. VeVe Zombie says, yo, Bill Gardner. Yo, BG. What up? What up? All right, we did that. Let's do OMI. We haven't done that yet. OMI is actually a bit flat on the. It's up 2.3%, 3.2-ish. We're actually up a bit higher. We're 3.3. We were actually up a bit higher before, a little bit down as of right now, but we were obviously way down during the day in the negatives. $93 million market cap. It says 4.3 million volume here, but I don't know why it doesn't have all of it. The volume can be seen on CoinGecko, and it's quite a bit more. Yes, 8.2 million in volume. So I really like that. I'm going to go vote for them right now, where I'll vote that they're bullish, or I'm bullish on them. Only says 76% bullish over on the. Skim asking me to log in. I don't know if I have that saved. I don't know if I have that on the phone. I don't think I do. I don't. What's this? Coin market cap? Yeah, I don't have a. Is this one? Probably not. Can I continue with Google? All right, successfully logged in with Google. All right, we're gonna tell them that I'm feeling bullish on OMI today. I'm gonna do the same thing with OMI on CoinGecko. I'm gonna go in and vote positive, 96% positive, 4% negative. That's how people are feeling on the OMI today. And where do we go? Where do we go from here for OMI? If you listen to Paul from Affinity, who was on Range Network today, he just talks about how we're in kind of a flag pattern. We break up or break down. Rain says that 2/3 of the time you break up, and in maybe a week, maybe a couple of weeks, we see that. Is that a consequence of alt season, or is it a consequence of just it being undervalued for too long? Other people are buying in. I don't know. We'll have to see which way the cookie crumbles. But I think VeVe's doing a lot of really good stuff. I know there's a bunch of people out there that like, hey, the drops are too expensive. They are. I don't want to spend $50 on a drop. But they have enough people buying that they don't really need to change, which is fine. That's not going to be a problem until it is, but I think the bull market will just take care of that when that comes in. If it comes in, I know there's a couple of people here like Mike that says you don't get an alt season and it's just blue chip. That would be very strange, and we'll see what happens. I still think they can get DC. It doesn't make sense that they wouldn't be able to get them. Obviously, we have it. You know, we have Batman on here. We have Superman. We have all this DC stuff. But I'm talking actually about DC Comics because, again, I feel like at DC the left doesn't know what the right is doing. Where they just throw their IP at everything. They threw it at Hero. They threw it at Palm NFT, which became DC NFT. Jim Lee with the Bat Cows, and he hasn't done anything for them in years. You go from that to getting acquired by Candy, and then Candy's acquired by Futureverse, and then Futureverse is destroyed now. So I think it would behoove them to settle on and with someone that can give you consistent sales, can make you consistent money, and that's VeVe. Already have the people built in. I don't see why it wouldn't have a net positive effect on DC Comics if they were to come onto VeVe. How else are they doing, with their comics? Clearly, Marvel's loving it, and just DC. I don't know what they're doing. It makes zero sense for them not to come on with VeVe. Anyway, moving on. Oh God, I sneezed, and that was very painful for my back. Oh, okay. We're gonna have to stretch that out later. That's what we're going to do there. We have a bunch of news to go over. Glass block payout requests from DEVVE. Tom says, I just got on to make the payouts and the amounts scheduled to go out. Don't look to add up with the amounts that have come in. Need to make sure that the amounts are legitimate before I send payouts. Other admins, this channel still isn't the place to work through mechanics like this. A small number of people end up dominating the discussion on concepts not relevant to others. So delete any further posts on this and simply reference this post. I do not have a timeline on when payments will go out. Eventually this will be automated, but in the meantime, it is a manual process. So it is what it is right now. This is the bottom line. Some of the folks needed to look into the issue and verify things are working hard on getting the public shard out. So we'll have to finish that first. It should not take too long though. Legitimate payments will go out. There is no risk. There's only a short delay. Love it. There's, you have Cosmic Disarray / Mass OMI. Is he here right now? Is not. He's saying he's going to give 1 million daCat tokens, which I think is like 3 cents. If you like, share, and comment. When daCat on banker meow, tag 2 MFers, will DM winners for wallet address. Must do all 3 to I think people are trying to, I think people are engagement farming with daCat, which is bananas. Anyway, also before I move on, everyone comment F down below to pay respects to Dr. Jane Goodall. I'm having a, what's that? I'm having a Nelson Mandela effect here. I could have sworn she died a while ago. And now, either way, again, comment F to pay respects. Love Jane Goodall. She did some great work. Anyway, when was the last time we went over some of these things? Is it Monday? Oh yeah, because Monday, who did I have on Monday? I went live on Tuesday midday. So I think I have to. Okay, yeah, we have Monday stuff to go over. Trump imposed a 100% tariff on all movies made outside the U.S., which is wild. So token, Telegram, or anything for your token community, cat or DDOO. Jim Kramer says, buy Bitcoin. This is the first time, I guess a broken clock is still right twice a day. Michael Fairwood's MicroStrategy has bought 196 Bitcoin worth $22 million as of 29 September. For Definity, a guy named Shalfern saying, during my research, I found that Bloomsbury Money is providing services with partnership of a giant company which was previously publicly listed, but a consortium of investors purchased all shares of it and took it private. That was a multi-$100 million deal. That was done in April this year, and Bloomsbury was formed somewhere around that time. Definity will surely go places. Jabbering on about utility says, I wonder if Definity Markets will be able to use Bloomsbury's yet YEA to go live with big bank model. Maybe at some point. Actually, Joshua says, no, bank model requires banks with an investment grade credit rating. Interesting. Oh, do I have to go to, I have to go to Shalfern and his X accounts. Oh, he follows me. Good, good. All right. Known as the untold story of DMA Link, Definity Network, Bloomsbury Money, and the DEFX token. All right, give me one sec here. Someone's giving me some of this, and I'll give them some of that. History, live. Okay, very good. Most people see DMA Link, Definity Markets, and Bloomsbury Money as separate fintechs. In reality, they share the same founders, and together they're building a vertically integrated ecosystem across FX, digital assets, and payments. DMA Link is institutional FX and ECN, specializes in emerging market and non-G7 pairs, trusted by banks, funds, and professional traders for deep liquidity. Definity Markets, institutional digital asset ECN, bridges TradFi FX with crypto, adding anomaly detection and analytics. This is where Definity token comes in, powering access, governments, and ecosystem incentives. Bloomsbury Money is a multi-currency accounts and FX payments, targeting HNWIs, 25 million plus, and global corporates, solving the de-banking crisis by offering alternatives to restrictive private banks. Together, they form a value chain. DMA Link is FX liquidity backbone. Definity is FX and digital assets and analytics. Bloomsbury Money is client-facing accounts and payments. Unlike Wise, Revolut, or eBury, which are mass market fintechs, this ecosystem goes deep, not wide. They're carving out a premium institution, HNW niche, where margins are higher and clients are underserved. The DEFINITY token is the glue. It represents participation in the DEFINITY ecosystem, aligning incentives across FX, crypto, and payments. As adoption grows, DEFINITY becomes the bridge asset of this new institutional stack. Next time you hear about DMA Link, DEFINITY, or Bloomsbury Money, remember, they're not three companies, they're one ecosystem, building the future of institutional finance powered by DEFX. Heck yeah, brother. DEFINITY token even shares it, saying 3 ventures, 1 vision. The ecosystem is bigger than it looks. Bananas. Crypto Cosmo now has 700 plus of all Marvel comic #1s. Mr. MC1 says you are an MC1 Knights of Templar. Your knighting ceremony happens in Las Vegas. The battles wage on while we protect the Holy Grail. That is insane. That is absolutely insane. Have that much of one thing, but he does. Oh gosh. Oh, my back. Oh, my body. Comment down below if you have 600 of anything, because again, I think that's bananas. But he did it. He did it. DDOO. Not yet. Waiting to get bigger first. What else got? U.S. gold reserve hits $1 trillion in value. You have, as of 9 a.m. on 29 September, you had another half a billion USDC that was minted. And you had from 10 a.m. on the 28th to 10 a.m. on the 29th, $302 million in shorts have been liquidated. Bears are getting wrecked. There was $250 million worth of Bitcoin Ethereum shorts liquidated between 11 a.m. on the 28th and 11 a.m. on the 29th, which was wild. I think the DEVVE roundup was shot on, does it say, the 29th? That was Monday. So as far as I know, Tom and I are scheduled to shoot it today. That says Austin, so unless something changes, yes, we'll have one out on Wednesday. I don't think they had one out today, so something might have changed. Businesses now hold more Bitcoin than ETFs. Bitmine's total ETH holdings exceed 2.65 million tokens after it acquired 234,850 ETH tokens in the past week. And I went over MicroStrategy buying 196 Bitcoin for 22 million at around $113,000 per Bitcoin. You have digital asset investment products saw 812 million in outflows last week, though year-to-date inflows remain robust at 39.6 billion, close to last year's record. Oh, friend. Switzerland proposes investing in the U.S. gold refining industry to secure lower tariffs. Whatever they got to do. Also, it sucks up enough floor to have better supply control and be easier for people to take seriously. Same token at 1 million gets a different vibe than 1 at 10. I agree. How could I do that while airdropping current holders new tokens? Bureau of Labor Statistics says it will not release economic data, including the jobs report on Friday if U.S. government shut down, which we did. Happy shutdown day. President Trump is delivering transparent. Okay. Oh, Vicky? Okay, I'll take it. Trump is delivering. Oh, God. Antifa is officially recognized for what it is, a radical domestic terrorist movement. Wild. VeVe has 2 job openings. One is a lead data engineer, and they're saying they want them from India. And then a head of growth marketing from New Zealand. This is, I understand. Yeah, it's going to be hard because I understand that having You have things like Copilot, which a lot of competent people can use as like a 3x lever to get more work done. From what I've noticed with other tech-like companies, is that you have someone competent, generally from the States, sometimes from Europe, and they lead a team out of India, Indonesia, Philippines, wherever. But you have someone that's super competent leading that team that is an American or is a European, not to have a lead data engineer be from one of those places. That's going to sound the way it sounds. Yeah. Like I said, it's going to sound the way it sounds, but that's just what I've seen, to have a lead that. But again, I don't know if VeVe is one of those companies to say like, hey, we get some type of tax incentives from the government to be hiring, even though we're technically not hiring. I don't know if the job is real or not, but that's just what's out there. If you want to go in and apply, totally can. And if they can use you, great. Oh my God, with all these text messages. Give me one sec, guys. I'm sorry. Value, supply percentage, it's a 10K. What is PF? Floor, control, seriously. Okay, right now, so we're holding, just start fresh. I definitely want to connect it to this account. It won't let me do it for Dashi. For Dashi do. Give me one second. I'm sorry. I need to take a look at something. Commerce and crypto be getting that bread, bro. They be getting that bread. Comms and crypto just has a lot of volume on their token. They make a lot of money. They made a nice amount of money on Pump Fund with their collect token. Conversely, my Dashi Do token has not done a lot of volume. I think just because I don't know. Whenever I stream on there, I stream for like an hour or two, but there's like no viewers, and it won't let me connect my X account to it. So I think I need to do that. So if y'all are experts on Pump Fund, let me know what to do down below. Zeta 18709 says, bro, I have a feeling we're going to be very rich. I think so too. I mean, if you're only putting in like $1,000, into your crypto investments, that's like, okay, 300 here, 300 there, probably not going to be rich. But honestly, even 1,000 was even just 1,000 in DEVVE, and it goes 100x, which is not that much considering it's 4 billion for what it can do. Really not that much. It's 100K, and that is a very nice starting point. Thankfully, I have a little bit more than that, and I'll put a little bit more than that in, hopefully, in a couple of days. Who's this email from? Thank you very much. Yeah, it won't let me. Fudge. Not sure why. Okay. All right. Getting back to the news here, which kind of messed up on. Oh my God. Okay. We now have a jump mechanic. Oh, Ryan VeVe says, good morning, Randy and fam. Good morning, everyone. Good morningkins. So we have a jump mechanic now in the universe. It looks pretty cool. Top US regulator, Adrian Harris, resigns. Shah has been getting a lot of questions about the base DEX integration on Coinbase. The video should answer a few of them. Don't miss the new news at the 13-second mark. Shah is in charge of listings for Coinbase. I have a theory that him and a lot of his cohorts are buying OMI. Foster had requoted Shah saying, every base token is now available for US residents on Coinbase, excluding New York, because they suck. And international support for these tokens are coming soon. Thanks for the alpha, Shah256. Have you bought OMI on Coinbase? Let me know. I had a buddy of mine had messaged me the other day saying, I bought $500 of OMI on Coinbase in less than 1 minute, seconds, and that was on September 24th. Do you want to? Generally dislike it. I don't know what that is. Sven Donjin says, if this works out, you need to buy me cookies and milk and feed them into my mouth, Randy. You'll be a billionaire because of the VeVe hype. I said, sure. He responds with a cookie breaking, bro. I've been on a diet. I've been on a caloric deficit for a while, and I am so hungry. I want the mouth pleasure so badly. I want cookies. But I'm 191 pounds of fat, so I don't need it. What have I had today? Let me tell you on my notes. I've had 161 grams of protein, 1,410 calories. So I need to get another 30-ish grams of protein with like 500 calories. I took a picture the other day of what my for maintenance calories for someone my size is actually like 2,800 calories. I was like, that seems like a lot. Never lose weight that way. So I'm on the aggressive plan. I don't even know where I put it. All right, that was Monday. Give me 1 sec. Mild weight loss, half a pound a week is 2,600 calories a day. Weight loss of 1 pound a week is 2,300 calories. And extreme weight loss at 2 pounds a week is 1,865 calories. Cool. Oh, pump fun. Okay, 1 second. You want was a stream. Fuck. Sorry guys. These anyway, but yes, easier to make money off of the trading fees. So yeah, I've been in a caloric deficit for quite a while, and it's been very aggressive. And I get that I'm not really losing weight because a little bit of muscle is building, which is fine. And I really should just go off of what I look like, not really what I'm weighing, but you know. Ben in Korea, thanks for being a member. Says, hey fam, good morning. Good morning, fam. I am telling people about my diet and how it sucks, but I did acid the other day, and it told me to cut drinking and to be consistent and to do more cardio. And I'm not gonna lie, it's working. It's working. But I am very I'm very tired. Okay, let's keep on going here. Where were we before I got distracted? We were on Monday. Regulator, there's Foster. SEC Chair Paul Atkins says crypto is his #1 priority right now. Good. Tom Anderson says, I'm going to push my discussion with Austin back a bit in order to include Bill and a public shard update. Bill Anderson is the Chief Information Security Officer. Bill's main focus right now is the DEVX S2 business, i.e. the business managing the public shard, so definitely busy. You have somebody saying, okay, I understand the supply will go up to 150 million, but will the circulating supply go up as well? And what happens to the 150 million balance from the 300 million total supply? Will that become part of the supply? So the DEVVE will remain in custody of reverse. Tokens will typically not enter circulating supply unless they're purchased by governments, large enterprise, or fund managers that will often be subjected to long-term staking schedules up to 10 years. That is a direct quote from the tokenomics article. Just thought y'all should know. YouTube agrees to pay $24.5 million to settle lawsuit for suspending President Trump's account in 2021. Insane. Now it's really cold in here. Yeah. Yeah. Getting that on. Second, one of the worst fees, launching off something with NER pools allows much better fee retention. I even do a call in the next few days. Yes, that'll work. Let me know when you have time. I'm streaming right now. Comey says week 4 leaderboard rewards with over 6.4 million points earned. Week 4 broke the record for the highest winning score to date with 1.4 million points. Please congratulate Big VeVe Love 24 as our week 4 champion. Cosmo says, what's the full week 4 leaderboard breakdown? That was done a while ago. I think I have talked about Futureverse to death. No pun intended. I don't really feel the need to go in anymore unless y'all want to learn about them, in which case, fine. VeVe Zombie saying, yo, Ben. We have Ben in Korea saying, Randy, have you considered community streams like Crypto Rain does? Could be fun for members to connect. Yeah, I probably should. Maybe try to combine it with his too. Yeah, I probably should. I don't know where I would do it though. I guess it could still be on YouTube, but just with a private link. I am generally busy throughout the day. Like I didn't stop today. And that's like it most days. I guess I would just need to carve out time, which I can. I could do that. It's going to be hard because there's some people that just live in different parts of the world, like Ben in Korea. You know, and I guess I could do it differently, like every month. Okay, 1 month I'll do it at 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, then 1 month at 7, then 1 month at 11. You know, do it every 4 hours. So, or like every 8 hours. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I do keep getting asked to make a private Discord. I just hate Discord so much. From like 1 p.m. Okay. Could we do 3 p.m. tomorrow? Okay, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. Aqualad. Okay. Aqualad. Okay, copy. Yeah, Futureverse, I don't think we're really in need of anything there. We already talked about that. EA announces they will officially be they are officially acquired for $55 billion and going private. Investors led by the Public Investment Fund of Saudi Arabia. Oh, the Root Network. I don't need to go over that either. Jesus. Everyone is so pissed off at Futureverse. Like they have to migrate, they have to do a bunch of stuff. Like I don't know what happens to their stuff. Can't believe Crypto Cosmos 700 MC1s. It's bananas. All right, let me text this guy, let him know. Copy that. I'll send a link for video chat tomorrow. All right, he's in. Charlie Fisher says, just read number 3 on Stack Overworld leaderboards. Thanks for everyone who supported me. The competition is fierce. Please stop by and check out my listings. Thank you, Charlie NFT on Stack Overworld. Burning OMI and climbing the ranks. Join me on your journey. Love that. Fanable app. VeVe Meister says, no Fanable app. I'm crypto savvy. Connected my wallet, got enough USDC on it and ready to go for 5 secret kiosk pieces, but I can't pay with crypto. Is it because I'm in Europe? That's rough. Foster says, for him, bought some packs for the first time, wanted to share my thoughts. Pros, sign up via email with Privy, pay directly with credit card. Unboxing experience was cool. Cons is that the drop guaranteed to CGC 9.8, and I got a 9.6. Balance pending and can't be withdrawn even with KYC approval. In total, I spent $157 on 5 packs after the 5.8 credit card fee. and sold all 5 with an instant offer function for 124 after the 9% marketplace fee. I would have potentially considered holding on to 1 to 2 of them, but as I can't claim the physicals in my region currently, I ultimately decided to let them go. Overall, I'm glad I tried out the Fanable app, and I'm looking forward to seeing how they evolve as they roll out access for submissions and receiving to other countries. Only feedback I would provide is that there does appear to be 9.6s in secret kiosk and not a 9.8 CGC minimum, but hopefully this is just a hiccup that gets sorted in the future. Very fair, very fair. Digital Monkey says, isn't it time VeVe starts teaming up with the biggest YouTubers and streamers to drop their own digital collectibles? Imagine collabs with Mr. Beast, iShowSpeed, Kai Cenat. Not only would they sell out instantly, it would take advertising and exposure to a whole new level. This was reposted because there's someone named Kira Won't Miss. They have a couple of professional football players talking to kids, like 7, and like, what do you do? Do you watch cartoons? And the kid is like, what's a cartoon? What? Oh my God. The fact that this kid didn't know what a cartoon was because he just watches YouTubers is terrific. That is, I feel very old. Like, cartoons were just, back in the day, there was always something new. It's like there was Oh Yeah cartoons where they had like Chalk Zone, they had like Fairly Odd Parents. Like they were just trying out a bunch and see which one stuck. Fairly Odd Parents was great. I mean, as long as I've been alive, there were cartoons. Ren and Stimpy, Pup Named Scooby-Doo, Scooby-Doo reruns, Rugrats, yeah, Kablam. Kablam does not hold up, by the way. I saw that not recently, a couple years ago. Who's this? Bitcoin back down to 118.5, which is fine. Oh, that's pretty dope. This is the cover on the physical for VeVe for the Marvel Rivals. That is dope AF. Oh my God, it looks so good. It looks so cool. What else do we have on the announcements here? 22-year-old Logan Federico was taken from us far too soon. Her accused killer had 39 arrests and 25 felonies, yet he was still set free. Guys, what the fuck is going on? That's insane. I don't know what's going on with America's judges. Absolutely bananas. From Ash Crypto Real says 4-year cycle is not dead. Bitcoin pumped to new all-time high. ETH pumped to new all-time high. Highcap's pumping to new all-time high. Well, they haven't done that yet, but I'll do it. All coins will pump next. Ash Crypto Real, be advised, he crashes out a lot. I would not. Very quick with news, but he's very, very crazy. Anyway, collabs with Mr. Beast would be great. iShowSpeed, Kai Cenat, any big YouTuber, I think that would bring their audience here would be dope. Who is this? Blocks, Meta Blocks with 2 X's, 16,000 followers on X, saying the biggest grift that Web3 doesn't know about, because they raised over 50 million from holders, first raised 100 million for Cennz, CENNZ in 2017, which they got to burn and dump root on community. That was their token. Had them do quests to stake while anon builders who were never announced extracted millions through the EcoDev fund. And the 600 million root for the liquidity providers was cycled back and forth through macro and CTO private wallet. Jeff McDonald minted an $8 million ATEM car JPEG that delivered nothing but 3D models, designed a reward system that throttled the holders, that contributed 50 million, and made the first quest to stake, which the community did, so anons could dump millions from the EcoDev pool and never build anything en route. Give the number 1 builder Shen 50,000 root, not 50K. This guy did more than any of the other clowns. I instant dumped when I saw how he was treated. I would have nothing to do with such selfish, ego-driven gaslighters after seeing how they messed this up. Those that think they have tech, it's all hot air. David McDonald, ask AI where he went. Aaron McDonald, if your leader can't lead, you are screwed. SHIRO Senderoff, post-nail pictures to pump price. Good community, lost millions, and now have no liquidity to sell, so don't know what to do. Rip the Band-Aid off and move on from these guys. If Nux wants to do something, launch a new, smaller collection, Jesse, and burn every Futureverse NFT for it. These guys are mass extractors and had BS for every step of the way. I'm sure that the assets of the team are safe. You only need one look at the company structure to understand they're planning for this. Comments off for their post, gutless. So that is somebody that is big mad at Futureverse. Yeah, the fact that they turned the comments off is definitely a red flag. How much of this is what this guy says is true? I don't know. There's probably a hint of truth in there. Usually wherever there's smoke, there's fire. But this person also does sound like they do have some very bad blood with the company. What does that mean as far as how true it is? I don't know. But usually people tend to be a little bit, they kind of throw some dirt on the grave. Remember the names though, and see what they do next time. New Simpsons movie coming to theaters on July 23rd, 2027. Took them long enough. It's literally been 20 years. Oh, Jess, my friend. Dude, the Tylenol memes are hysterical. Update from Candy from Shay Byron. In light of Futureverse's recent restructuring announcement, we want to reaffirm that Candy Digital, the Root Network, FuturePass, and importantly, our partnerships with DC and MLB remain unaffected. Only short-term disruption is the ongoing migration process as engineering teams are reorganized. We anticipate this to be completed within roughly a week, after which minting will resume. Your collectibles, the Candy community, and our long-term plans remain completely secure. We're excited to continue to build with DC and MLB to fulfill the upcoming roadmap. I got the receipts. They'd get sued if they were lying, so we'll see. Fidelity bought $298 million worth of Bitcoin and $200 million worth of ETH on the morning at midnight on September 30th. Oh, my friends. The Las Vegas Metropolitan Police have started to receive their new fleet of 10 Tesla Cybertrucks upfitted by Upfit Tesla to patrol the streets. That's really cool. Over 110 billion have been added to the crypto markets between September 29th, 5 a.m. and September 30th, 5 a.m. USDT issuer Tether buys 8,888 Bitcoin worth $1 billion in Q3 of 2025. A whale has bought 25,369 ETH worth $106 million yesterday. Big money is accumulating aggressively. And is that all the time we have for today? I think it might be. Let's do, when was the last time I ate? Go to my notes here. It was 7:05. So I could eat now, but I'll wait another hour. And I'll wait a minute, see if anyone wants to talk about anything or want me to talk about anything. But for the most part, I'm just going to go on. Andre Jick, 17 hours ago, says, my worry right now is the Fed drops rates, homes unlocked, inventories flood the market, prices spiral down, retail stores slashes prices to move inventory, big box stores fight for shrinking wallets, price spiral hurts small businesses, people lose jobs, people start selling assets to pay their bills, rug pull, bull market canceled. Andre Jick is literally, I feel like he literally posts nothing, but and let me go over it. Let's see. I feel like he posts nothing but doom and gloom. But again, let's see the titles of his videos. Russia says U.S. planning $37 trillion crypto reset. The fall of the U.S. empire. What comes next? The bond market just broke the Fed. The buy now, broke later crisis. This is bad. 1, 2, 3. The last 4 videos is nothing but doom and gloom. So I don't think I'm going to put much stock in what Andre Jick has had to say. Just because, again, is that what gets clicks? Is that, I don't know. Could he be right? If he's right, I'll eat my words. I'll be like, hey, you know what? Andre Jick tried to warn us and we didn't listen. But again, that seems to be most of what he just talked about. I don't I don't see any of that really happening, but again, I could be, let me tell my friend this. He tends to post nothing but doom and gloom. I'm actually going to show him a screenshot of. Although he does say a month ago, Ethereum is exploding and could flip Bitcoin. BRICS declaring war on the dollar. U.S. is ending stock market trading. What the fuck? Who really owns America? And he has the flag of Israel. Yeah, this dude is like, dude, what's going on? Definitely clickbait. All right, anyway, guys, that'll be it for me. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. I love you all. Class dismissed. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. Love you. Never mind.